Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hey, look, everybody, hold your horses. Stop taking it to the stupid. Hey, there are people out here, man, calling me ignorant right now because they want me to just assume that Bomack is guilty. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't normally draw the line in the sand on things, especially when I don't have all the information. You know what I'm saying? But nothing about Bomack's situation seems right to me. I just believe he's innocent. I don't believe he would do that. So for people who want to call me ignorant, call me a fanboy, people who are saying, you know he's guilty, they found a gun on him, he needs to go to jail, good riddance. The Yankees have their laws on firearms are too loose. And, you know, you're just one of those supporters. Hey, listen, this isn't an opportunity to kick somebody down. And I definitely feel that when you're dealing with something like this, you got to be properly informed before you make a judgment. Now, all I'm saying is, when I sit back and I look at what information I have in front of me, okay, they found a firearm in a suitcase. Okay. They didn't find it before he left the United States. He had to go through several different checkpoints. He had to go through customs a couple times before, actually, since leaving Nebraska and landing in the UK. You know, you don't just get on the aircraft from Nebraska, a direct flight to the UK. You gotta check your baggage, reclaim it, recheck it, go through customs, land in the country, claim your baggage, go through customs again. And very, very, very strict security stateside and in the UK. Now, if you say, how do you know? Because I've traveled to the UK, been over there multiple times, doing inspections, man. You know, when I was in the military, you know, I've been all over there. We didn't travel over there on military flights. We flew commercial, man. But you can't expect me to sit here and think he gets all the way over there to the UK, and then when he gets ready to return, then all of a sudden he returns, and now he decided while he's in the UK that he was going to pick up a weapon to try to bring it back to the United States. So that's where you got to stop and say, okay, none of this makes sense. So what we're trying to do is it's like we have a 10,000 piece puzzle, and we're trying to put it together. But sometimes it doesn't even make sense to try to put a 10,000 piece puzzle together, because if you're sitting there trying to organize it and you count out the pieces and see, hey, I only have 75% of the puzzle pieces. Well, then you stop right there. You can't even start to try to make sense and piece this together, because there's key pieces of the puzzle missing. And then when you look at the reason to try to put a puzzle together, you can't really find it. There's no justification. Why would this man do that? And it's just frustrating to me to see, I'm going to be honest with you, I see a lot of people out here just attacking him. And I get it, the era that we're in, people are going to make memes and have fun with this. And I get it, I understand. You know, Bomack can dish it out too, so he should be able to take it. But this is a little bit different than just somebody getting a speeding ticket. Somebody going to jail for a warrant for not showing up in court, and to just go to jail for a couple hours, get bailed out. You know, still not cool, but I can kind of understand the jokes. You know, this is something where we're talking about somebody's freedom really being taken from them for a very, very long time. And with what happened with him, it was no accident. I think it was deliberate, and I think it was framed. But yeah, don't expect me to be a bandwagonist and just jump on the Bomack hate train and start saying, "Oh, he's stupid. He should have known better. He should have known better than to try to bring a gun from the UK back to the States in the airport. Or why would he bring his firearm from the United States to the, like, how? No one knows what happened. But for me, one thing I do know is something just doesn't make sense. Why would he do it? What would be his motive? You afraid of something? The other thing I don't know is somebody suggested, hey, maybe he flew on a private jet from the States to the UK. Maybe, but I still think that he would have to clear customs. I just couldn't see him walking in with the air crew. I mean, he's not Obama. He's Bomack. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can hold your horses with all this, man. I'm not gonna sit here and convict him. What I'm saying is it just doesn't pass the sniff test, the sanity test. Nothing makes sense. And I need to be properly informed before I make that kind of judgment. But just based on what I know, I do not believe that he has that kind of character. Will be foolish enough to do it. Now, if he did do something like that, knowingly tried to bring a gun into the airport or in his suitcase and have it, bring it to the States or whatever the hell is going on, right? Then shame on him. But I'm still not going to say he deserves to go to jail because, what's his intention? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something innocent. It happens. You had up there in, who was it, Robert Guerrero? Right? Robert Guerrero was up there in New York for, what was it, Keith Thurman fight? Anyway, he got hit for having a weapon as well. And they realized that he had a license to carry. But from Cali, not New York, and got up there and he learned real quick they don't play that. Gave him a fine tap on the hand and he was good to go. But it's a little bit different over there in the UK. You could see, obviously it's different because the man's in jail and not going to be released from jail or not even going to talk about anything until he has to go see the judge on October 9th. Bomack's going to be in jail, people, for over a month. But I'm curious to see how things develop this week. Sure, they got the best lawyers they can get. Terence Crawford's going to put his money up for sure. I know Bomack has some money, but I know for sure Terence Crawford's going to put money up. And they're going to try to make sure they can get him back home. But they're over there on PBC. So I'm sure Al Heyman has connections. And I'm sure they're going to make sure they have the best legal representation for Bomack. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like nothing about this. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think Bomack deserves to be in jail right now. And I can only imagine what's going through his mind, especially if it comes out that he was innocent. What will be going through his mind? But for all those attacks on me, man, y'all can say what you want. I'm retired. My life is good. And I'm going to keep talking, having conversations. And I'm telling you right now, I'm normally neutral when it comes to this boxing stuff. I don't have a favorite fighter. My two favorite fighters were Zab Judah and Chris Bird. I'll sit here and talk about the pros and cons of any fighter. That's what I do. If you're a person who just reads a title, you may think that I'm biased to somebody, but that tells me you don't watch the video because I talk a lot about all fighters, and I don't just speak positively about one or two. I speak positively about them all, and then I talk about some things that I feel that a fighter could do better as well. But that being said, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. Y'all can keep doing your thing because it's not affecting nothing in my world. But I am a little biased to Bomack in this situation, and I am rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? This is different from trying to sit here and try to break down two different boxers and what they bring to the ring, styles, everything, and try to do a prediction, right? There ain't nothing here for me to try to predict. It's more prayers for this guy, man. And anyone else out there, I think you should say something a little bit positive when you have some time to yourself about him too, if you really are about justice, because I hope it ain't true. You just never know, but I just don't think it's true. I've dealt with too many people up close and at a distance, and there are certain signs. Like if this was about Zab Judah, I would believe it, because Zab Judah and what he has put off. Okay, Adrian Broner, I would believe it. As far as fighters and their trainers, I don't really know anyone out there trying to do that kind of reputation, but I just don't get that sense for Bomack. I don't get that sense for Crawford. I don't get that sense for Derek James. I don't get that sense for Earl Spence. I don't get that sense for not even Robert Garcia, Danny Garcia's dad, even Teofimo Lopez's dad. I just, for when even Abel Sant, these trainers out here, I just don't get that. I just don't get it. I don't see it. And when I say Zab Judah, man, Adrian Broner, I'm talking about them in their prime, not making the best decisions. Zab Judah today, I don't think he would do that. But if something like this came up, I would have to say, I don't know. Adrian Broner said that, but like, yeah, I don't know. But for Bomack, I'm definitely saying, nah, that's a no-go over here. I just don't believe it. It's not I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't think he did it. Period. I would go on to say he didn't do it. No way. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just don't see it. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Y'all can keep telling me I'm wrong. That's fine. You have an opinion, I have mine. And I'm not changing my opinion on this. In the breeze.